Hello and welcome back to the LT Showcase. Well, we are covering Golf Story today, which I teased a few weeks back. Now, in honor of playing the Sport of Kings, I thought I would take a lesson on golf from a professional. Unfortunately, my buddy Frankie could never be available, so instead I had to ask this idiot. Yes, it is I, Bandana Man. I will be the golf man. Today. Yeah, that's a deep cut from back in the day. I bet none of you even know who this guy is. Yes, it's I, Bandana Man. Back for more. Special bonus points if someone remembers what video he was in. He was going to be a recurring character and then he wasn't. Well, he's back. Let's check out the game. Golf Story on the Switch was one of the first exclusive indie games coming to the platform that really made a lot of people take notice. It was to be an arcadey, old-school style golf game akin to the old Genesis PGA games, Mario Golf, with an RPG story that was, light on the elements, no combat or anything, but still an interesting dynamic. And after playing it, I can definitely confirm it is a very charming game. The RPG is just enough. The golfing is very adequate. It's a simple golf game. So you have an approach, you have a power shot, your draw distance, your cut angles, whatever. They don't really factor into too much if you level yourself up smartly. When you level up, you get power points. If you drop them all into power, then your swing starts getting erratic. So I just consistently would level up, put it up to power, and then even everything else out so that I could control my swing. You can chip in shots. There's 8 different courses. They all have their own themes. You have the normal grass area. You got an ancient theme, a snow place, up in the hills, a old-timey place, a haunted place. They're cool. Each one has its own theme, style, and every single one has its own quest. So you kind of progress through the game by getting to the new course. You have to do a match duel at one point, and then you have to do the actual play on the course to get a flag for it. And you have quests throughout. You'll see NPCs with little thought bubbles above their heads, means you can do something for them. Usually it's something golf related. You eventually learn a trick shot and all this other stuff. Okay, now we will talk about the golf. Alright, Bandana Man, I'm ready. What's the first step? First thing, you need to plug in your Nintendo Entertainment System, and then play golf. Golf? No, I don't need to play golf. I know how to play that. I need to play golf. Alright, first thing, you must look at the club. To make sure it knows you are the boss, you must show it your might and your manliness. Maybe I should have just waited for Frankie. I think my biggest complaint with the game would be, yes, the writing is good. You play as a kind of a loser character at the beginning of the game. His wife has dumped him. You start off when he's a kid, and I don't know if he gets attacked by geese or something, but they never really make much of it after that. And then everyone just says that his swing is ugly and that he's a loser throughout the whole game. And the reason why I don't really like this is because there's no progression. Everyone treats you like an idiot the whole time you're there. Even once you're winning tournaments and destroying the competition, it's still, you're just some idiot. Your ex-wife comes in at one point just to make fun of you, and it's just, yeah, I enjoy seeing someone getting beat down over and over, but the character never really has that moment where they stand up for themselves, and it's meaningful. I mean, maybe in the 11th hour, the coach eventually warms up to you, the pink-headed love interest, I guess, because I'm assuming that's what she's there for, kind of warms up to you, but the guy just gets no respect. I mean, hell, look at the game case. He's not even on the game case. They have the pink-headed girl, so he can't even get in on the friggin' case to his own game. The guy's the Rodney Dangerfield of video games. Alright, now, I think we are ready, after having kissed it, to take it down and start swinging. So, observe. That's the motion you want to replicate. You will now try. Okay. Alright. So I line up the shot. Alright, hold on. Let me try. Doing too much. Stop. So I line up the shot. Alright. No, that's too much. That's too much. No, stop. Well, no, you have to do more than that. Now you're just mini golfing. Come on, here. Just follow me. We're golfing. Everyone's learning how. The game does overstay its welcome a little bit. I think once you get to the old-timey golf course where they require you to get all these wooden clubs and these horrible clubs and play erratically and stupidly to progress, it was getting a little tired by that point. I thought the first 8 or 10 hours just flew by. Very good, very charming, just everything was pretty cool. And then towards the end of the game it started to drag down a bit. I mean, I love the snow area. Every one of the areas has something funny. The caveman area, you have to get a digging wedge where you can dig up artifacts, which eventually leads to finding these cachet coins, which, funny, the biggest Easter egg hunt in the game just unlocks one of the 3 games of Golf, and Golf being an old school NES style or even more Atari 2600 style game of golf that you can play at this one random kid's house who has a huge giant screen TV. And the funny thing is, when you give him golf seasons that you steal from the guy in the graveyard, he throws the box out. And it's kind of, it's a nice call out to retro game collectors who never kept the box. And the guy's like, why would I ever want the box? And then you eventually, this whole thing leads to you getting the biggest secret in the game. A fairy gives it to you by a waterfall, and it's Golf Skylines or Golf Nights or whatever the hell. And you take it to the kid, he's like, oh my god, this was never even released. So yeah, that, as a retro game enthusiast, that definitely piqued my interest. But the golf game itself, I didn't enjoy, so it was kind of a letdown that was the big Easter egg hunt for the whole game, was finding that. But yeah, game-wise, fun. The golfing is really simple, but good. You can control it. You can get different clubs that give you different abilities. There's a putter that allows you to bend shots. There's a one that I used a lot that lets you skim across water, because I found that very useful, especially on the 8th golf course, the pro one, because those holes are just huge. They even have a par 6, and you need to skim the water sometimes. There's a lot of obnoxious obstacles. You have turtles that bounce balls, you have gators that eat balls, you have just the craziest courses ever, birds that will steal your balls, and it's a nice game. It's just the right amount of RPG. My only thing would be, I wish it was a little less on the nose with calling you a loser the whole time. I wish the character actually had a redeeming moment and people actually started to warm up to him instead of just being always so cheeky the whole time, but I won't hate on it too much. And yeah, it's a solid pickup. Definitely a great game on the Switch. Well worth a playthrough. If you like mini golf type golf games for the old school systems, you'll love this. And then the RPG elements are nice and light. I mean, some of them get a little much. The beach area had a really prolonged fetch quest, but it's all pretty self-explanatory. I think I beat the game in about 18 to 20 hours. And yeah, that is your Lucious T review. If I was to give this game a rating, I think I'd give it an 8.8. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't quite a 9, but it definitely was above average by far. So yeah, pick it up and play it. That's your homework. Now, we are ready for the advanced technique of the power shot. This is where it gets really separating the men from the girly men. I'd like to see that you are one of them, but I do have my reservations. So you must make your shot, you call it, and then you just go straight into... Okay. Alright. Come on, do it! Right. Do it now! Come on! There. The shot is right here! Do it! Do it now! Come on! No! Here we go. Do it now! Come on! Oh, I think I did a pretty good shot. Uh-oh. I could use the distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, Jenn the Noob.
Alright, hi guys, it's me, Jenn the Noob, and Little Mac, your favorite #1 puppos. Here he is. So I wanted to do a quick video because the other day on Amazon's Prime deal of the day or whatever, I saw these lighten your dog's fur towelettes, and they were on sale for like $2.99 from Japan, so I thought I'd buy them. And I did. They arrived today. Here they are. And I thought I would try and lighten my dog's fur. We were on the trail a couple weeks ago, and Little Mac said how he thinks blondes have more fun. And so we're gonna test that out and see if it's true. So here we go. And now we wait for 5 minutes. Time really beautiful. Thank you. You're very welcome. And it worked. It worked. Look it. Now he's a beautiful blonde. So, if you're looking to lighten your dog's fur, this might be a really good way to go. Oh, no, Luke. Luke, you gave away the trick. Alright, guys. Just kidding. We have 2 dogs now. This is Little Mac and this is Big Mac. Just kidding. His name is Dash, and he looks a lot like our Little Mac, but a little different, and he's very sweet. Little Mac, get down. Hey, Mac. Oh, that's a very cute boy. That's a very cute boy.